the Doug Rising Show. Well, the Doug Rising Show. I'm Doug Rice. Hold it. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. Doug Rice. Don't drop your phone. Okay, how we doing? Oh, it's 110 degrees in Phoenix, if you please. So drop in the bucket. So I say, fuck it. That's right. All day and all night. That's right, I use profanity. If you have virgin ears, you are a bane on humanity. I'm just joking. I do use words considered profane. If you think this is our language, you've gone insane. I mean, this ain't our language. I'll say what I want. Shut up. All right. 12:01 in the afternoon. You couldn't have got here any too soon, folks. Do you see it? Are you watching? Do you wonder? Yeah, don't wonder. Don't wonder what's happening. Don't wonder what's going on. Don't try to figure it out. It's all been figured out. In fact, I've come to the conclusion that maybe, just maybe, you don't even have to watch it anymore. We can calculate the smooth transition into oblivion that they are all taking eyes wide open. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they know what's coming to them. They see it. They feel it. They are it. They're the reason that they're coming to the end of their season. And my name is Doug Rice, the one, the only. How you doing? Welcome. If you're in church, stand up and leave. If you're in some church sitting in some Baptist reminder of the plantation and how we got to this nation, for God's sake, get up, get out. While I scream and I shout. All right, I'm done. All right, so there's the opening. It's 2 minutes after the noon. Of noon, it is the 9th of July, 2023. Dear God. Yeah, they're losing their minds. At least that's what I see. So those of you that are new, to those of you that have not at least shared this effort or seen this effort or taken in all that I do at least once a week on a Sunday at noon, let me tell you, you couldn't have tuned in too soon. I know I already did that. I'll do it again. I don't care. I do this since January 6, 2021, when all of it was about to come undone. And now we only know just how far Trump would actually go. We're getting the insight into the fight that gives them all now a terrible fright. Oh, they're scared. Oh, yeah, their fear is in the air. It's all right there. Folks, listen, they eat fear. They live on fear. They digest fear. Without fear, I wonder what would happen to them. We're living in the midst of the decline of Western society, otherwise known and referred to as the Gentile times. The nations are being brought to a close, and we're going to talk about that today. We're going to trip the light fantastic on all that subject, and then we're going to go to News for Negroes. Now, if you read what I usually put in my descriptions, all the words that are capitalized will give you insight as to what we'll talk about today. And today I got the 7 topics. They're right here. There they are. Now, I'm working on getting a device that might allow you to see the damn topics, but I do 7 of them and you'll just have to take my word for it. And so we start with 7 topics. We have an anchor topic, a topic that gets things going. We go through the remaining 6 and then we move on to News for Negro. All in the effort, in the conjoined effort, I hope, that all of us put toward getting that goddamned grin off Negro faces. Let me tell you something. They're still shooting at us through doors. That puts harm to you and yours. I mean, you hear me, don't you? They just, what? Be a lot of yelling. That's what's required when it comes to this telling. Doug Rice! All right, well, hey, this is what I do. It's my stitch, it's my niche, it's my reason to bitch. All right, so I'm a Negro in America. You understand? Let me tell you something. Let me differentiate these terms. There are Negroes, usually woke, here, trapped within the confines of this penal colony built for us, by us, right? And then we got black folk. Those are the folks you usually find on a Sunday. They're black behinds in a pew doing what they do. In an endless, mindless, unyielding pursuit of emptiness, nothingness. Those are Black Americans, if you will, all right? You got some colored folk that are still here. Mm-hmm. But for those of you that lend an ear, understand why you are here, this is for Negro. I'm one of those. Doug Rice. All right, anyway, so that's what I do. I did this since they showed their monkey behinds on the 6th of January. And they continue to show their asses to the masses. I mean, folks, dear God, the crassness. I cannot imagine. I mean, we got folks like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert. You know what I mean? They're on the floor of Congress cussing each other out. They're on the floor of Congress calling each other bitches and whatnot. Good Lord. We're gonna look into some of this. Hopefully you will remember to like, subscribe, hit the like button, Detrina, Master Moderator Detrina, along with Antoine Anderson, welcome both of you, will guard the doors of this effort and boot to the side anyone that shows any reason to be disruptive. Trust me, they're not nice people, okay? Be nice, folks. They'll kick you out real quick. Thank you and welcome both of them. And also, please, support this effort because I got to pay these two. I had one, now I got two. So, I got to do what I got to do. So I'm going to ask you if you would too give as much as you are inclined. Go ahead and use the links and all the things that you'll find right there, ticking. Right there. All right. So, how's everybody doing? How's your Sunday? Did you have a good day off? Good Shabbat? I did. Kind of thought about nothing, unwind, decompress. This is what you do at the end of a work week. And then, as I tend to try to do, I try to lead with the kingdom at the beginning of every week. This is why I do a show. First day of the week, according to whatever Gregorian calendar that we're all under, I simply do this without wonder. And so, 7 topics, 7 days in the week. Start this off. Find, just seek. I don't know. I'm just going to keep going till the kingdom comes. All right. All right. Here, let me tell you something. I had a thought before the show. I usually do this little something. It says, there's an opportunity we might be missing. I'm going to ad lib. There's an opportunity we might be missing because it says in Scripture to present yourself a holy living sacrifice. Present yourself. Present yourself. When I examine words, etymology, I believe is the term. Presenting yourself infers an opportunity. Wouldn't you say? Present yourself a holy living sacrifice to the Almighty. How do you do that? the consciousness of having that as a requirement might be, I don't know, might be a way to understand that. Present yourself as a holy. Well, listen, I'd like to think of us as utensils. You know, I like to think of us as utensils, like knives and forks and spoons. You know, you go to the drawer, you open up the drawer, you're looking down, and of course you're looking for the cleanest utensil that you can find, right? You're always looking for the cleanest utensil. And you kind of fudge through the utensils until you find the one that matches your needs, your description, the cleanest absolute thing that you're going to use to eat. And that's what you leave all the rest of them behind. And you don't ask, not at that moment, how one might be cleaner than the other. You just choose the cleanest and you move on and close the drawer. And you leave those utensils for the next time you might need to choose from what is within. And then you might open that drawer and the same practice ensues. You don't ask how things may have gotten cleansed or how they've gotten dirty. You simply pick the cleanest utensil at the time of your use. And think of us as that. The Creator looking through all that he has to choose from, and he only picks the cleanest. That individual that presents themselves a holy living sacrifice. I thought it was nice. Yeah, I'm not going to say it twice. All right, next. All right, I just wanted to go there. I thought that was interesting. If it wasn't, hey, you know how to click off? Moving on. Doug Rice, 12, 11 in the afternoon. Take some coffee and we'll get through this soon. Folgers, baby. You know, you can never have too much coffee. I can tell you this, bro. It's just a natural fact. Lord have mercy. It's just so good. Listen, when you make coffee, you just make sure you have enough to last you the whole day. Okay? That's how this has to go. Just so you know. All right, first topic, anchor topic. We've wasted 12 minutes. Let's just move on. Here we go. You know, it's a question I want to ask. I want to ask all of them, but I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Let's ask it together, shall we? What is their problem? What's their problem? What is wrong with these folks? Are you watching these dudes? I mean, come on. Now it's getting markedly observant. Now it's getting noticeable. Now they're starting to point out the crazy. And the more and more that we look into the machinations that went into the Trump near overthrow of this government, and now that has seeped into the psyche of far too many weak-minded Americans that we are faced with on a daily basis. And I got to tell you, they're losing their collective minds. They're deciding to go out and shoot at people non-discriminately. Had a mass shooting yesterday. Somebody just decided to get in their feelings. What is wrong with them? What is the problem? Well, let's look at it, shall we? First, I noticed something and I posted it. If you follow me on Facebook, just go to DUGRYCE, just put that, you'll find me. What is their problem? The sun turns them red and they shed. You heard what I said. I didn't notice this before. I didn't even contemplate that a human being could shed. But what else happens to an upper epidural layer when burned beyond recognition by the sun shimmering above? It just don't show them no love. Listen. The sun turns them red and they shed. What is the problem? What is the problem? Is there something going on with the sun above? I gotta ask. When I was younger, the sun was yellow. Yeah, you like yellow. I guess yellow. My daughter said this is not my color. I'm wearing it because the lights are on and nobody's home. But I digress. There's something about the sun that seems to have activated them, and they're on the run. They seem uncontrolled in their ability to simply think clearly. And collectively, here, there, and nearly everywhere, they are losing it. They're coming undone, unstrung. The string is just, I don't know, it's unraveling. I mean, and it seems the madness is traveling. And the continuity of the individuals that express these ideations seem to all stem from a commonly known nation, and it ain't us. Anyway, what's their problem? What's going on? I mean, come on, man. What's happening? Come on. Look, I am looking at the crowds that flock to Donald Trump. I'm examining those individuals, and collectively, even the ones that look like us look like them. Somehow they get that, somehow they take that affect. You know, they dress in the jean jacket, big red gallon hat. Let me just say this, and I want to say this right here in the camera. I hope everybody can hear me. Please, if you're a Negro in America, do not put on a cowboy hat. Don't do that. But what is their problem? They are under a strong delusion, and they have used the term cult to describe this GOP, the grand old party, the party of Lincoln, the one that emancipated us, got us from the plantation to the back of the bus, and thus, what is their problem? What is their, look, they're losing it. I mean, they're ready to have a civil war here. They're ready to have a civil war there. And these are the same people that come from the same place, the same observable space. This is not a question. This isn't some, riddle. These are the same folks that love playing a fiddle. Okay, I'm done with that. We'll stop. What is their problem? They see the end. That's part of it. They factored in that which needed to be factored in to come to the conclusion of their sin. And we all know they're not going to win. Well, they know it too. And I mean this. Folks, listen, I look at them from all sides. They offer you every piece of their ass to kiss. And let me tell you something, folks, that opportunity I'll have to miss. But I certainly look at what they offer. Dear God, they will telegraph for Negroes exactly the path they're on. You don't have to stick around and see for very long, just where it ends. What is their problem? Negroes is their problem. Let me say it again. Negroes. I mean, in the final analysis, if you break it down like a fraction, all you need to do is look at our interaction. They have a problem with Negroes. Negroes, that's it. We can't solve them. We cannot resolve them. We cannot absolve them. It's beyond our ability. What is their problem? Well, they shall soon find out the solution. I will say that again. Whatever the problem might be, whatever the problem they see, soon the problem will come to be, and that'll be the end of that. Okay, we're done there. Yeah, that's the anchor topic. Yeah, take it all in. I don't know. Hey, I cannot chat and keep up with that. So I have my two moderators, okay? Katrina, Antoine Anderson. If you got something you want to say to me about anything that I'm saying to you, just say it to them and they'll respond as I would do. Trust me, they know how I think. Both of them do. They're going to hurt your feelings if you come at them. Next, all right, they serve their gods, do they not? Now, I've been thinking about this a lot, and they do. They serve their gods, blonde-haired, eyes blue. Now, look, this isn't about race. This is about their place and where they fit, and that's it. They serve their gods. Now, these different beings that we can't see, these ethereal, unseen beings that mostly unclean. you have to, I would say, have some sort of presentation. And with that presentation, that might reflect their nation. So we got the blonde hair, the blue-eyed folks. We might have Zeus or Apollo, you know, one of those. But they serve their god, and I think the Nephilim would probably be the best descriptive. They are like them in every descriptive. We, Negroes, are from the source. Of course, you know, it's true. You know, we are from the source. We are in tune with the cosmic rhythm that goes through all creation. Attempt to hold any rhythm in another nation, you might not understand the problem you might be facing. Okay, I'm done. Listen, they serve their gods. They make it real plain. They make statues of them. They really look strange. And what do they have all in common? Well, they don't look like Negroes. You know, they don't. They serve their gods. Where are their gods now? I mean, they're entwined in so much activity, transhumanism, AI, the alphabet community, all in an effort to bring their gods to the fore. We all know, and so do their gods, what's in store. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. Yeah, so it's you know, it's a matter of course. You know, you better get to the next topic before I get hoarse. Next! All right, anyway, we know they serve their God. They look just like, this is what I'm trying to say. If it weren't true, then there wouldn't describe in scriptures a God that looks like me and you. So what? Hair of wool, skin of burnt bronze. I haven't heard gods described with flowing blonde hair and beautiful blue eyes, except where, you know, the Nephilim lies. Next, I know I promised to move on and I didn't, but listen, don't get caught up. As Negroes trapped within the confines of this place, unable to escape, you hear me, don't get caught up. Oh no, because everything they may have thought about, they've already thought of. I'm telling you this. They have a laid trap for Negroes specifically. And they go about laying that trap most terrifically. Don't get caught up. Don't do it. They're fishing for Negroes. I mean, they got everybody else, right? Who's the last to be caught? Well, there ain't no one else. It's not serious, just us. Everybody else is on board. You better hear me. You better hear me, Negroes. I mean this. Everybody else is on board America train. Everybody else is on board. Looks like they're insane. But Negroes, woke Negroes specifically, no. They're not on board most terrifically. I used it again. Shut up. Don't get caught up in this nonsense. You will be the last straw. I hope you understand. You studied in scriptures. You know what I saw. Don't get caught up. And there's no catch and release. You understand? When they catch your ass, you might as well rest in peace. Don't get caught up. Recognize the bait. Recognize all they use before it's too late. Listen, folks, they want us with them in all respects. When one of us joins their fold, they go out of their way to protect. You know that's true. I mean, all you have to do is look at Clarence Thomas, boo. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean, okay. Listen, just don't get caught up in the bullshit. From frying pan to the fire, that's where you'll end up. They catch your ass in the mire. Okay, hey, I can't get the dialogue any higher. I'm just trying, okay? Just move on. Just move on. Okay, move on. You don't get caught in this trap. They're looking for you. They're looking for Negroes. They're looking for those wandering Negroes with eyes wide, looking for answers, asking the wrong questions. You know, listening to the wrong people, agreeing to the wrong terms, and always with a goddamned smile. Whenever will they learn? What's in a smile? Well, now it's their turn. What's in a smile anyway? I mean, what is behind a smile? I'm not talking about the warmth and caressing love involved in a Negro smile. Oh my goodness. The value of one of us smiling at any one of them skyrockets every day. But what's in a smile? What's in a smile? What coming from them? Well, there's something within their smile. There's a hidden message, a hidden meaning, a hidden motive that you may not be seeing. What's in a smile? It's the reason I encourage you to get that goddamned grin off your faces, particularly in those caucastic places. What's in a smile? It's meant to disarm. The smile they offer, they say, will do no harm. But what's really in their smile? Sometimes sinister intent. In the smile they offer without relent. I can tell you, I came up with a phrase I think that expresses best their ways of using a smile as Negroes they try to play. And in that respect, it's this. Within their smile and one in return, listen carefully, Negroes, so that you will learn. The expectation of cooperation within this racist, backward nation. That's what's in their smile. That's what happens when you return one to them. The expectation of cooperation in everything that they do. That's what's in a smile, especially one directed toward me or toward you. I hope you understand that. It's almost like an immediately signed and agreed upon contract. Anyway, I don't want to get too upset just yet. I got a little ways to go. We're just halfway. All right. Hey, you know what? We're just passing through. You ever seen that movie? Talking to you. You ever seen Riddick? Of course you have. You've seen Riddick, right? You know what I mean? Went to prison, right? Confident, cocky, Negro, sorry. Riddick, right? Lands in prison. All hell breaks loose. It's a madhouse of violence and entertainment. That's why I stopped watching movies. But, you know, somebody asked me a question, where you from, what you doing? Hey, who are you? You know what he says? Me? I'm just passing through. That should be the sentiment of Negroes. I mean that we are just passing through. Let me take a sip of coffee or two. This is our Negro status. Anytime they look mad at us, you look right back, right between their eyes and just cast off all of their deceit and lies and tell them just as he did, boo, hey, we just passing through. They won't understand the dialect, they won't get the meaning, but you can believe this, they'll get it soon, believe it. We're just passing through. This is not the place to set roots. Never was it meant for us to establish roots here. Roots is a damned movie. It's not something Negroes do. Thus, this place wasn't built or meant for any of you. We are just passing through. We are soon on our way. The second Exodus here near any day. I can tell you with that, and with this and the other. Don't cry for your mama, cry for your mother. I'm just joking. We're just passing through, folks. I mean, seriously, when do we stop looking for the exits? I don't know. Probably around the time they let us be, right? Right? You understand, as long as they were at us openly, as long as they did a Tulsa thing, as long as they did that once in a while, we kept our mannerisms in proper style, did we not? We didn't walk around with a goddamn smile. I remember, times I'd certainly consider when we were more on our guard. Well, now is a time we need to be on our guard more than any, I think, in history, because they are reverting back and they're not leaving it a goddamn mystery. And that's a fact. We're just passing through. We won't be here long. It's unique in our circumstances, and we must remain strong. All right, let's just move on. All right. You know what this is, don't you? You know what you're witnessing. You're witnessing the end of the Gentiles. I know that almost makes you want to smile, but resist the urge. It's global, universal proof of the purge. My God, they're losing their minds, aren't they? And I mean, let's go there. Genocide is occurring over in Ukraine. They're finding mass graves with thousands upon thousands of people in those graves. What drives individuals to want to kill so many people? What drives individuals that leave evidence of the torturous activities left behind by their invasion? What is going on? And all predicated on fear. The end of the Gentiles began with fear, a fear of the possibilities. And they are more afraid than they let on, let me tell you, and they're letting on a lot. Shoot, they haven't given it nearly half of what they've got. But just remember this, the target is Negroes. That's their final destination. This madness they've made of their insane creation, it is us they are after. And some of you are so caught up in laughter. Okay, moving on. It's the end of the Gentiles. Pay attention, for God's sake. You know, here's the reason I know it's the end. They had a beginning, so let's not pretend. Everything has an end. They weren't here, and then they won't be here. And I mean in power. I mean that in their final hour. There are some that will certainly, repent and run toward the salvation. But most of them will perish with this nation. The end of the Gentiles. There's no stopping it either. And I don't think God would want to stop it neither. I'm just kidding. It's the end of the Gentiles. I don't know, I may have been redundant. I don't know. I may have already gone over this, I wonder. But they see it coming too. They see it. They understand. What did I call it? The calculus of caucasity. They're in a mental checkmate. I mean, listen, it's far too late. They've done the math, and they're just not going to last. I mean, let's just go there, folks. They're fomenting their own destruction, their own replacement. It's not me making it up. It's true. And lastly, I can see you all now just, thank God it's the last topic. I don't want to hear that. You keep that to yourself. All right. Their only hope. They only got one hope, and it's the one hope that they are more destined to say nope to. One hope, one chance. That's it. Otherwise, that hope is the kingdom. Of course, we got to tell them because we're here to bring them. But no, they got one hope. They got one chance. I mean, you can, look over there. You can give them a glance. Some will refuse the offer. Some will go down as just, as a pauper. Some will go down poor spiritually before they look toward Negroes for any assistance. See? So the only hope, the last place they'll look, but the first place they go on Sunday is the book. Isn't that something? All you got to do is look to the ambassadors to the kingdom, and, I don't know, they might have a chance. An obligation that we have is to inform them. Now, how do we do that without insulting them? You can't. You can't. So the message for those who need to hear that Negroes is who you need to draw near to escape the coming destruction. And we're gladly here to give you instruction, but most, again, will not take part. the obligation to inform, well, it's a good start, right? At least you tell a few of them, you know. I've told a few. Katrina has heard me on a recording tell a few that they're going into slavery. And it was an entire family. It was glorious. Maybe one day I'll play it for you. I can see Katrina going, no, you're not going to do that. But that's it. Oh, 7 topics, baby. 7 topics. Okay. Thank you for looking at me. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Doug Rice. I do this. It's 113 degrees here in Phoenix, or God knows, I don't know. I'm used to it, but we sheen. Well, I know it looks good. Anyway. So after the 7 topics, after I've gone through a little bit of coffee, just me and you, I go through the Negro news. That's what you and I peruse. You know, if we do that, we might not lose. Now, let me tell you why. Just here on the slide. I want that grin off every Negro face I can find. Because in doing so, I may just save your black behind. All right, so what we do is we look through the news, we figure out what's happening, we peruse. Boom. And, the video's still playing. Wait, that's interesting. I like that. It's not too late. Hold on, folks. I know how to get this going. They've they've given me some training. All right, here we go. It's still going. Okay, there we go. That's better? Okay, good. Thanks. All right, there's the logo, DougRice.com, and I love doing this, you know. Boom, because now I look and it's there, all right? We're going to be going over a few things, not just black news, Negro news. We're going to talk about some PDFs that I'm offering you. You guys are family. The House of Judah, the House of Israel, whatever you want to call it, who can tell? I don't know. What the hell, right? Bottom line is we're family in flight. We need to educate ourselves. We need to keep ourselves informed because usually Negroes knowing is not the norm. So I got PDFs that I offer for donations at, I would say, 10 cents a page, but whatever is good. Let your own self. Let me remove that. Can I remove that? I don't even know if I can remove that. Probably. Let me see. Nope, can't move it. Oh well. Look, these are PDFs that I'm offering. I've offered before, but what I wanted to kind of look to, if you'll indulge me, is I have also Hebrew language instruction. Now, I'll send out a bunch of these. I've got practical grammar for classical Hebrew, the grammar of modern Hebrew, textbook of Israeli Hebrew, building your biblical Hebrew vocabulary, Hebrew phrase dictionary and study guard. I'm not selling this. I'll give any number of these for whatever you give in support of this effort, and that's it. You'll get whatever number that'll satisfy you, okay? That's it, all right. But I wanted to show you and share that and let you know that we have that. I also have some Hebrew books that are titled in Hebrew. I don't know what they say. Maybe I'll find that out one day. They're obviously important. Maybe somebody will donate and take the whole thing and then decipher them and send them back. Tell me what information they bring. All right. So there it is. Contact the Doug Rice Show at gmail.com, TheDougRiceShow at gmail.com. And we have an endless myriad of Hebrew material. I call it my Negro info folder. You'll get this through a Dropbox link. Okay, that's all I got, I think. Isn't it just bad? All right, back to Doug Rice. Thanks so much, folks. All right, next, Negro news. Let's do it. Shall we peruse? Let me just say, this is how I go through this every day that I do this. I just search term black news, right there, you see it. And then I just scroll through, and that's it. And I will kind of do this back the other way. Boom. So you don't see the thing in the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of what you see. Actually, I like the other way. All right, so interesting stuff we got today. A shipwreck awash in Black history takes center stage in, of all places, Alabama. Really? Well, what's going on? Well, they found a slave ship, the last known slave ship, honoring this. What is this? What is this? Pieces of the shipwrecked, and what is it? Clotilda? You named it. Somebody gonna name their child Clotilda in Alabama, and I'm gonna lose my shit. Which was discovered in 2019, remains at the bottom of Mobile Bay, will be displayed in special, set it afire. Set the shit on fire. Take the ashes, put them in the fucking Bermuda Triangle, and then stay your ass there. You know what? Listen, don't charge so people can come see your goddamn terror, your horror. It's not a fond memory. Are you serious? You want to go? You want to look? You want to look? Really? How many Jews visit Auschwitz? I mean, just for shits and giggles and just get warm and fuzzies. I'm trying to figure it out. They don't even want you going down to the Titanic. All I wish is someone would go to this place and panic. Yes. Next. So that's good. I like that. Whatever. Keke Palmer is the latest Black mother facing backlash over what she wears. Now, folks, this irritates me. We know Keke Palmer. We know the B. We know that movie soured her on me. I look at her and that's all I see. That's all I see. Little annoying ass, well-spelling ass kid. So, she grow up, whatever. But they look at Black mothers different, don't they? And you get this Charisse Theron, the one that adopted two of our male Negro children and decided to put a dress on both of them. She can come out wearing see-through negligee with nothing on and they won't utter a peep. But you get somebody of a Negro origin and their opinions they can't keep. Sad, isn't it? Yep. Next. All right, so it's 12:42. We're just going through the news. This is what I do, Twidware. Let me go there as well. Twidware, as you know, is the sponsor of the Doug Rice Show. Let me give Twidware a go because they do deserve some plug. Folks, if you want some quality stuff, let me just show you. Some of this stuff is kind of amazing. Let me see if I can get it up here. Hold on, one moment. Let me just say something. It's the most high quality cloth you ever wear. It's ridiculously thick and beautiful and luxurious. It's luxurious. Twid, if you're listening, Twidware, TWIDWEAR.com, Twidware.com. Buy something of the apparel. Check out the Twid gear, the Twid skincare. He's got a skincare line coming up. I'm going to try some live on the air whenever I get some when it comes here. Oh, God, I'll stop one day. But I got to plug Twidware, and I've got to make sure that you understand. If you go to Twidware, be sure to use at twidware.com for 10% of all apparel and cosmetics using the promo code TDRS. That's right, Twidware. That's what I do. Okay, that's pretty good. Well, I can do that all day. Next. That's what I say. All right, here we go. All right, James Webb Space Telescope detects most distant supermassive black hole ever seen. I'm trying to figure something out. What does that mean? I mean, they are terrified of anything that has the word black in it. It's a condition. It's an attack, isn't it? I mean, I got black bears, black lingerie that offends, and what can I say? But black holes, black matter, dark matter. Shut the fuck up. Next. Oh my goodness. Matula Shakur, Black Liberation Movement, elder and stepfather of the Tupac, dies at 72. Yeah, a warrior, 72 years old. Well, he has a resurrection. Some that we lose are worth mentioning. Some that we lose are absolutely worth mentioning. And let me just say this. Anybody that's a political prisoner, you need to respect, especially if they're coming from the Negroes of us. He's there to protect. Next, Doug Ryan Show. All right, Black-owned banks born out of post-slavery economic barriers seek to address the racial wealth gap. Black-owned banks, what are they going to address? What are they going to talk about? Nobody's going to give you anything, do anything. There's not a correction coming. There's no severance. There's no reparations. Stop with the reparations belief, the hope. All Negroes will do is destroy themselves, and they'll make sure of it too. So no. But I understand. And born out of post-slavery economic, listen to me, they're not going to change. To do so, to expect that would just feel strange. Maybe you're mentally need to rearrange. I don't know. Next, I don't know. White woman who fatally shot Black neighbor through front door arrested on manslaughter and other charges. What other charges? Just the shooting. What other charges? What did she say something? What did she do? Did she litter on the way out? Okay, what other charges? White woman fired through her front door, killed a Black neighbor, arrested Tuesday. We know the story, right? Stand your ground, because she's scared. That's what stand your ground means. We're terrified of everybody that's not white. Cool. 58 years old, charged with manslaughter. 35-year-old mother of 4, so you know she looked threatening. She looked within that age demographic, just young enough to terrify Karens, right? And through the door. No warning, just terror, just fear. Stand your ground behind your home's entrance, right? I mean, listen, whatever happened just going toe-to-toe. You're 58 years old, she's 35. You can take her. I think so. I mean, I would respect you more if you told her, come on in, let's do this. We'll see who'll win. But you see, they're terrified creatures by design. And if you get in their way, they might kill your behind. 2.5-year feud. 2.5, who keeps a feud? 2.5, I don't have that kind of energy for 2.5-year-old feud. Whatever happened, we need to just get over it. I don't even care. I don't like you. Never have to speak to you or look in your direction. But no, she killed this woman, now claims for her protection. So I gotta go on that. I don't want to read it. Mississippi sheriff deputies fired after Black men alleged torture, attempted sexual assault in $400 million lawsuit. And what? That's what they do. What? Shit. What? Twid, that think we could sell? Because that's what they do, baby. That's it. I'm trying to figure this out. What's it going to take for us to understand that this is their show? This is what they do. I mean, and I don't care if the deputies were Black, white. When you put on the badge, you become a slave catcher, right? That's the reason I say to keep out of sight. Good Lord. I read some of what they did. They did a lot. Black veterans are denied VA health benefits more often than white veterans, new data shows. So we already know. And the thing is, you cannot legislate an attitude. You can't sign into law a feeling. If there's racist, hate-filled sentiment toward everything Negro, at the very core of everything that's in this country, well, it's just something we got to live with. That's all. Black, you stand back. White, all right. That's it. That's how this goes. Just so everybody knows. I like that. I don't know. Ad blockers. I unblock the ad. I unblock. Why automated speed cameras disproportionately affect Black and brown drivers? Because that's how they've programmed the speed cameras to operate. Are we done? We're good. All right, let's go. 6 888, the time that, They forgot about these ladies. What do you expect? No one is going to honor them now. What is this? We got some that are reaching back to get whips and chains to put Negroes back to from where they came. We got the others that want to come reach back into yesteryear and pin medals on every Negro that they used to fear. I don't understand it. I mean, there's like a dichotomy of idiocracy going on regarding Negroes, while all the while they plot and plan against us. Next, I'm almost done. Relax. I'm short. I've got 10 minutes. Just joking. This was good. Thanks for visiting Florida. One black family's road trip to a hostile tourist trap. Let me just tell you something. These sundowner towns, these undisclosed sundowner towns that exist all throughout this country, stay away from those. You know, you're not going to change anybody's sentiment. The rednecks that live within those communities will come at you. Do not go there after dark, and sometimes not during the day. Just stay your Negro ass out of their way. Please, come on. Of course you're at a house, of course. What do you think this is your country? Or you think you're free to roam about the country? Is that what you think? That's the most you think that. No, listen, you can't go where the hell you want, Negro. You better understand that. Watch where you go. Just remember, I told you so. Next! All right, continue. Oh, LA County Sheriff investigating after body cam video showing deputy throwing black woman to the ground. Well, I mean, you get angry when you're around Negroes. I mean, especially if you think they've done something wrong, or if they just raise their voice a little too loud, or if it looks like they have a little too much self-respect, or if they complain about your abuse and you have a badge and a gun and the ability to kill them. Well, what do you mean? You're in his custody? Oh, you've put yourself in a position to be taken to where they are and you are not. And then you're going to complain about them throwing your black ass to the ground. Well, let me tell you something. You got what you got. That's right. You know what? I'm tired of having mercy on Negroes that put themselves in the position to be ill-treated. There are unavoidable situations, and there are situations that can be avoided within this nation. A lot of what happens proceeds with a grin. Just letting you know that you can't win. All right, we're done. I don't know the circumstances, but I'm just going to go there anyway. I don't care. Here we go. Almost done. 2 more. Black workers comprise 90% of recent unemployment spike. No. Are they firing Negroes? Are they taking away our livelihoods and hoping that we just go away and fade into the obscurity of homelessness and unemployment? Is that what they're doing? Well, gee, really? This is a fucking America. Next and last, U.S. military records reveal instructors' material on white privilege, CRT, Black Lives Matter. They got instruction material in the U.S. military. Folks, come on, are they in their feelings? Are they in, look. They got problems. All right, I'm done, it's time. All right, because that's all I've got. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Well, you couldn't help but enjoy it. Watch his Twitter is back. Couldn't avoid it. All right. I do appreciate everyone's presence. As you can hear it, I'm losing my voice a little bit, but okay. We are each of us members of a royal family. I need you to understand that because it's predicated on how we treat each other as events unfold. It's going to be more and more dangerous to be a conscious Negro under these circumstances. And there may come a time when you might have to save yourselves. The only thing I can tell you as you go about this penal colony for Negroes built for us, by us, one thing that will give you an edge of all that may occur in your presence is to be as unapproachable as humanly possible, to be as small and unseen as you possibly can be. The only way that can be accomplished, my Negro family, my family of Negroes, starts with a simple removal of that one thing that tells them you're cooperating. And all I ask, as this year cascades into the past, is that as you go about your day and as this week coming your way, do me a favor and hear what I say. Get that goddamn grin off your Negro faces. Now go about your day. Beat it. I gotta go. Thanks for showing up. Just so you know. What do I keep doing?